the guy like I do, playing Call of Duty with him on a regular basis as well. You know, COD Zombies, lots of fun. Gotta love it.
Animal.
But hey, Animal. Yeah, just... Animal? What? Did I miss something?
Animal.
What? Animal? Oh, wait.
It's literal flora and fauna, and you picked the wrong one.
I'm sorry, Dad.
All right, we'll have a discussion after this. Either way, small battlefield. Game number 1, Rivers taking on Dababy, the Rob, and yeah, the Diddy. Pretty familiar sight, for better or for worse, in New Jersey. But yeah, regardless of where Rivers is based out of, always pretty sick. However, Dababy taking the fight right to them in the sky.
I mean, what do you even want me to say? Rivers is very fresh off of this matchup right now, for sure. You know, just taking out Atomic in the previous set, and now immediately into the other Rob that we saw in the prior winter semifinals match that we had between Dababy and Atomic. Looking potentially very good for Rivers if he just remembers anything from fighting a Rob literally 2 minutes ago. But I mean, this is a different player, a whole different beast in Dababy right here. Question is, how is this man going to play any different against Rivers? Losing the first stock to the back air.
At 88.9, Dababy is going to lose their first stock, or Rivers is going to take the first stock off of Dababy, I should say. Dash attack, Dababy trying to establish stage control. Yet again, they do like to stay in the face of Rivers, it seems, but again, they still thoroughly rely on stage control that they can't really afford to relinquish it against a player the caliber of Rivers, especially when they have so many mix-ups at ledge. You got to be sure that you're on point with your options, and Rivers is trying to make this into a guessing game as much as they can. It seems like they're succeeding in Tunis.
God, his pressure is just ridiculous. It doesn't even matter if he's running away. He'll be able to cover, you know, the get-up option with Monkey Flip, and he knows it. He's got that timing down to a T, Stu, over and over again. As soon as he gets the knockdown with the banana and the banana toss through the banana trip, he knows that he'll be able to just retreat back and use Monkey Flip to cover any options, as well as to apply safe pressure with the down tilt and back airs on the shield. It's like... There's no ifs or buts about it, man. Rivers is the kind of player who makes this game look so easy. And then you try to play like him with the Diddy and do stuff like that in timing the down tilts perfectly on the way back. And then you just get bodied because you're not Rivers. That is what this player is.
Yeah, more or less. This dude's hands are absolutely insane. When they're not killing him, they're killing you. And that's yeah, no, I'm so glad Rivers is back, for real. And this is a he might have a word with me after this. I don't think this is a re-grab.
Oh, yeah. I don't care.
Oh man, neither does Dababy. That's going to be the spin to win, the Wallywop, or however you want to call it.
100% right the Wallywop.
And all you gotta do is call that the back air. Rivers is going to tie it up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, I mean, Dababy hit him straight up with the I don't care move. And then Rivers responded with his own I don't care move. And what is the same I don't care move, side B as well. Throwing that out there, you know, just calling out exactly where Dababy is going to be with that jump. If there's anything that Rivers can be known for, I mean, there's many things he can be known for with his Diddy. His precision, his punish game, his neutral, just the fact that he's such a neutral monster as well. It's those monkey flip callouts. This guy knows when to use that move. He knows when he won't get punished for it. He knows when he'll be able to get away with it. He knows when he'll be able to land with it. I swear to God, I think, like, honestly, 95% of the time I see Rivers ever use monkey flip, he never gets punished for that move. He's so disciplined enough with it that he knows that even if he's going to miss it, he knows that it's going to be safe to use it, Stu. Over and over again. Like, tell me if you remember a single time throughout, like, these sets that you saw him get punished for that. I sure as hell don't.
It's hard to recall, I will say, and yeah, there you go. That's going to be game number 1, falling in favor of Dababy, and that's a good win. Honestly, it's one that was well deserved. Rivers never really felt like they were out of it, but Dababy is going to take that one and going to take a look at these replays. It looked like it was going to get out of hand pretty quickly, all things considered, but Dababy keeping steady as she goes, says the captain, and steers a clear course to game number 1.
And he does, my friend, calling that out with the up smash right there. Easy coverage with a long-lasting kill move in that regard. And taking a look at this clip right here, yeah, just not safe. Hitting one unsafe button, it's all it takes sometimes, my friends. Just plopping that out there, and up we go into the stratosphere. Dababy taking the first game with some Dababy fans in the chat. as well. I can see definitely rooting for him to make this upset, rooting for their hometown hero as well. And we got that on screen for you guys right here. Shoutouts to Dababy's fan club right there. Over and over, another one. My God, coming in clutch, definitely wanting them to see him make this upset right here. Now, the question is for Rivers, is where do you go against a Rob in this department? Because Rivers is the oppression session. I feel like a smaller stage could benefit him against a body like Rob, especially since I think Rob does better at playing the long game with his items, but it's not going to be the case. He's going to elect to go to Pokemon Stadium instead. Stu, if you had to guess, just take a little free ball shot here. Why do you think Rivers chose to go here?
I mean, to do anything they possibly can to establish a bit of momentum on their side. You want to lull them into relying on their projectiles more than anything else, and in that sense, you can kind of approach through the air, ignore the gyro altogether, and maybe establish Banana on your own if they wind up with an errant roll or some sort of dash attack that they thought was going to be the play, but turns out it wasn't. Obviously, we're seeing a little bit of a mix-up here with just throwing the Banana more than anything else, maybe just catching errant landing on ledge. But whatever the case is right now, Rivers is more than happy to accept the situation as they are ledge guarding Dababy.
Oh.
Little tough, might be running out of gas, but just as I say that, Dababy makes it back.
Nah, you know, those gas pipes ain't frozen, my friend. Looking very full poised on the way back for Dababy that time around. It's still looking pretty with 3 stocks apiece for these guys right now. Oh, should I stay 3-2? Instead, a beautiful just call out on the part of Dababy on the way up, man. Just hitting Rivers right at a disadvantage right there. And what can be considered a slightly committal move, but stage control is reset in the favor of the Gons book and opening right up to page 73. Forward smash to the left blast zone of Pokemon Stadium 2. Looking like Rivers has been studying up.
Oh my gosh, actually throwing the book at him. You know the law of the land around here, and it is written by Rivers, but it is still Dababy very much in this thing. And I don't know if we forgot, but Dababy's still in the lead technically here. If we want to take a look at those numbers on the top of the screen, Rivers still very much their match to lose, but right now it is their set to win, and they're going to, at the very least, pile up a little bit more damage. Good technical aptitude from Rivers, but Dababy, I gotta admire their tenacity for one, but also just their general uncompromising nature, because they're not letting Rivers get everything they want either.
No, for sure. He's really not. He's doing a great job again with the up air not doing it that time. He's doing a great job just throwing out hitboxes where he knows that Rivers is going to be, rather than swinging at him raw too much. I mean, once both these players getting close, they're doing some pretty wacky stuff on both ends. They're crossing each other up, you know, with back airs and side Bs and whiffing it over and over again rather than going for what is seemingly the obvious stuff. More so what I'm seeing from Dababy right here is that he's doing a wonderful job actually calling out Rivers whenever he gets him in the air with these up airs, man. Just over and over again, hitting him off the top with those whenever he's able to actually get him in those situations and just retreating when he has to as well. Like right there, you see Rivers just waiting for Dababy to just go above him that time around and nothing doing. He's jumping above him and then he retreats back with the forward air where he knows it's safe. I gotta tell you, and it's even evident by the scoreboard right now as well, Dababy's counterplay, or at the very least his adaptation to Rivers, it's looking pretty solid compared to what we've seen before.
Yeah, sitting there at 156%, and yeah, they could, oh my gosh, they were 2 hits away from dying there was Rivers, and well, Dababy says, let's go ahead and shorten that up, as eventually Rivers is going to fall victim to that up smash. Dababy has never been out of any single one of these games. I have to admire their tenacity in the face, of a pretty favorable circumstance on Rivers' part. We picked Pokemon Stadium for a reason, and over time, that reason has come to light. Gotta say though, it's playing out pretty okay in Dababy's favor if they can make it back to the stage, especially.
What I love about Dababy is that forward smash is just going to call out the shield drop right there, or potentially even poke him. What I love about Dababy is that he's not just constantly swinging for the fences against Rivers. He's, like, picking and choosing his options relatively carefully, as well as retreating when he has to, especially out of disadvantage. Like, he's going for, like, right there, like, if Rivers chose to monkey flip, you know Dababy would have been prepared for it, and that's why Rivers didn't go for it right there. It's because he knew that he would have been a sitting duck had he just went for that instead, as the down tilt to up smash classic is going to take the stock right there. But there were so many situations throughout that game, despite Dababy losing, where based on the situation, he was picking and choosing his options based on what he knew that Rivers' options were, rather than just trying to swing for the fences or for coverage. Like, he was calling out rolls. Even if the rolls didn't happen, there was a tech option that could have easily happened that he could have read, but you know, it never happened at the end of the day, whenever in the situations he actually needed it to, you know, like these guys they keep just doing such a wonderful job at calling each other out that they keep kind of changing what they do. I'm not gonna lie to you, and that time around, Rivers just got the 1 kill confirmed when he needed it that time around, catching Dababy's DI on the down tilt. Is that situation, or combo I should say, is not true anymore. Game 3, Stu.
Yeah, so we're going to go right back into it. On the same venue, Dababy, I mean, Rivers went here, but Dababy said, hey, give me that run back. Gotta admire, again, the tenacity that we're seeing from Dababy, someone who has had pretty decent results in past tournaments. Let's remind you, this is someone who's taken out people like Chunky Kong and Adamisk, and I mean, even some people who weren't heavy, 17 and Yez, and yeah, just people who are pretty darn good at the game. But as we're talking about Rivers, I mean, this is someone who has a bit of a reputation offline as well. You got to think it's a particularly big feather in the cap of Dababy if they can pull this one out, especially on what was initially Rivers' counter.
That's another huge one as well. I feel like both of these players can definitely do some pretty good work on this stage. Rivers, if he's able to close the gap, and Dababy, if he's able to actually just secure himself out, not even just from the long range, like I keep thinking that Rob is more than capable of doing, especially in a matchup like this. Side B is definitely going to get called out right there for the forward smash. It's up close, man. This is where Dababy is actually doing such a great job throwing out the hitboxes where he knows Rivers is going to be, man. But one too many that time for the forward smash, Stu.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players doing putting in some work, but again, you get your option shielded like that, it is meant to be punished. It is designed to be punished. And Rivers, well, they rarely miss that. However, Dababy, again, calling out the mash out and connecting with up there. Now staying at 37%. Again, very manageable situation for the Rob, making news. Again, put in some decent work in these brackets in the past, but I mean, this is some rarefied air right here in losers finals, being brought here by our eventual winners side grants qualificant, Inu, Zelda, the green Zelda, coming back in the vote. But gotta think, I mean, this is someone in Rivers who does kind of struggle against characters that like to make their bread from a distance.
For sure, my friend, for sure. It's all about which one is going to be able to actually close that distance first. I feel like these guys are just... Oh, my God! The Z-drop banana! To get that, a little bit of extra damage beforehand, man. If there's any way that you want to tack on a little bit of damage as that up smash takes the stock before you get the final kill... It's subtle nuances like that, man. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, man. Rivers makes the game look easy even when he's just doing crazy difficult stuff. And then when he does the insane difficult stuff... That's when you know this guy's experienced.
Yeah, I mean, this dude does stuff that I don't even think I've conceptualized. It's just nutty, the brain that Rivers has. For platform brawlers in general, however, Dababy says, you know what, you might got the brains, I got the buttons, and certainly is going to show it there after the bait into the up smash. And Rivers not taking advantage of the slip on the banana, just not the time, or what?
I think he was admiring the neutral. Just like a little flashback to Smash 4 right there. I think more than anything, he was holding shield right there because... I don't know. I'm sure it's around. There it is. He's got it in his hands. The banana. There's the neutral.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He found it.
Thank you.
Oh, Dababy has his own neutral though. Look at that. He whipped out his own. Look, he neutraled him. Oh my god, he almost killed him for that neutral. Did you see that?
Are we gonna have a discussion about clouds up there, or is Nintendo going to find the drop?
Oh, he'll probably find it and pretend to be upset, as is his brand.
All right, we'll go ahead and DM me. That's the announcer. Anyway, that's going to be
not it.
Yeah, not quite yet. Didn't know live at 142, and that's good.
Yeah, that one 1,000%. I mean, it was 142%, not 1,000, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I mean 142 in the numerical sense, 1,000% in the metaphorical sense. That was going to kill. And we're going to take one more look at that. Surviving this one, good DI, and again, Dababy. Tenacity has to be admired, but you got set up into that. You actually pulled off the hardest tech in the game, that being going through the platform, and you died for it. That was, you got a little too cute, Dababy. I think you're a great player, but you effed around, and Rivers said, okay, well, now you're about to find out.
To give you all a actual tip for you all right there, as Stu is not exaggerating, that is the hardest tech in this game, is getting off the damn platforms.
So, I swear that's the truth.
They're so bad. They're their own stages with the way that you basically can't crouch through them. And to put an actual tip for you guys right here, not even just talking about these two players or characters, it is actually a lot easier to get an aerial or buffer an aerial through a shield, through a platform drop, if you angle the stick diagonally down, rather than just hit it straight down. If you hit it straight down is how you'll buffer a spot dodge or buffer an attack or on the platform, like a smash attack or what have you. But for whatever reason, it's a lot easier to get through the platforms if you hit like the 45-degree angle on your stick and then down. It's just easier to do it that way. So if you're having a hard time dropping through the platforms, there you go. That's one thing that's personally helped me out a lot, and I hope it helps you out as well, as we're seeing Town and City for the first time in a long time, Stu. Have we casted a single match on Town tonight? I don't think we have.
I want to say one, maybe maybe not winners quarters. I feel like we. I think it was Patchville. I feel like I don't know what Atomic and Dripnotic.
I think that might have been PS2. That set was a long time ago. I don't remember, but
it was a minute. Yeah. Oh, Gon's book. No, God, I can't believe Gon's book just died. Either way,
that was page 43. The whole page on SDing.
Thank you. All right. No, I didn't even recognize. I didn't even realize that that Mondo wrote a book. Either way, we're gonna get the stuff. Spot dodge. Love you, Mondo. But yeah, that's a rough one, and you get the monkey flip into the back air because you are Diddy Kong. This game is absolutely nutty, but you just gotta love what you're seeing sometimes, especially from this Diddy that can just do that. Like when your movement is that good, what else do you need? That's what you need. That's your number one prize in this game is movement. Dababy almost finding out firsthand just how effective it is in the hands of Rivers.
Can we talk about the fact that Rivers got a kill confirm off of a grab on Town and City off the top as Diddy Kong?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
That's terrifying to think about, but yeah, sure, I guess.
It worked. I mean, it worked because the down throw was a DI mix-up. That's the reason he went for the down throw instead. But still, even off of a DI mix-up, it's Town and City. Killed the damn Rob off the top, man. That's not... There's got to be something in the Geneva Convention against that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely something in Geneva Conventions about restricting movement, and you're talking about the pressure that Rivers is putting on. I feel like Rivers could be standing trial here on behalf of Dababy.
Yeah, looking like it's a rough trial right here, man. You can even see the courthouse in the background. You know that this Rivers is going to be taken to, lest he wins this case in advance and kills his captor before he can be put on trial here.
Don't even come at me with the geopolitical jokes. Your boy is about it. Let's go.
Yeah, you know I'm more of a Mushroom Kingdom politics kind of guy. Real world politics is a little bit of a different story. It's a little difficult. My God, the banana coverage right there. Throwing it down the reset into the nair.
Anyway, Dababy is going to catch him and kill him off of the stage from center stage. Weirdly enough, sitting at 102%. It's not like it's a lost cause, but Dababy has to put in a whole lot of work in order to make this happen.
One or two more banana tosses right on the ground, and another forward smash is pretty much going to be all it's going to be. for Dababy if he's not careful right here. That's why he's doing 1, 2, and a third neutral air in a row to just try and start a combo against Rivers. Like this, SDI down to get out of the Rob up air right there into a down tilt on its own, man. It's those scraps like that that make Rivers just the rascally player that he is. He would have been able to get a potential grab kill confirmed there had the Town and City platform not moved exactly when he needed. You know Hungry is just putting his hand to his chest somewhere right now. But Rivers is going to take that game regardless, 3-1, and advance his spot up into Grand Finals loser's side.
Yeah, that's something. We apologize for the heart attack there, our Hungry, but nevertheless, that's just something that you're going to have to live. Yeah, that was a sick kill off of the top, though, gotta say. I mean, to sort of confirm that, you got to go for it. The percentage is right. You might as well just kind of let it rip. But yeah, you very narrowly avoided, getting stretchered off of the stage, and then you threaten with the banana. Everything is in there. You saw the fear in the eyes of that robot, and here they are, like a battle bot in the postseason, just piece by piece. You got to pick them up and put them back together and see what you can do in the next week, because now our final is set. Rivers completing the losers run all the way from top 8 qualifiers, and now they go up against Inu, the Zelda. But again, this does not happen without you, and certainly without Crystalodian in production. And Tunis, I'm sure you're going to agree with me when I say one time, hit him with the ad slides. United E-League Federation is a proud partner of Master Hand Gaming. Earning opportunities are available for players, commentators, organizers, live producers, and more. You want to know more? Hit up the Cord, discord.link/UEF, or go ahead and type it into your browser. I promise you don't need to copy it. It's real simple. UEF.GG.
If that ain't enough for you right there, we got Galaxy Gambit times Collision. Stream's so nice, gotta watch it twice. On 2 different streams, my friends. Dabuzz on twitch.tv/Dabuzz and the Collision Series at twitch.tv/Collision Smash every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Register right now at smash.gg/Galaxy Gambit. Test what you have against some of the finest players in the world.